Hi everyone, it's Sue and thank you very much for joining me today. What I'm doing is I'm making some what I'm calling happy bags. Simply because they have little sayings on them or little messages that are, well, happy. And what I thought you could do with them, and this is what they look like, they're just these little white, I guess, lolly bags or sweet bags. And again, I'm trying to use up my stash. So, yeah, the bags, what they're used for is, you know, they're small enough that they'll fit into an envelope to post. And you can pop little things in them for happy mail or just as a thank you to someone, you know, that a chocolate bar or if you like the Tats Lotto scratchy tickets, you could pop a couple of those in. Anything like that, just as maybe a thank you or a bit of a cheer someone up sort of a thing. Now, so what I'm going to do, the thing is I'm using up my stash by using up these. I have a whole little tub of bonsais that I've cut out from a bonsai book. I've got some scraps of coloured paper, little just scrap bits, small bits, which is always great to use up. I've got some various washi tapes, and I've got an assortment of coloured inks that I have. So using up a few things and using a few things that I don't often use. These bags, I think I picked them up at one of those little cheapy shops. I don't know how many were in there. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, probably about maybe 20. Yeah, so I thought I would use all those bits and just make some things that I can grab when I need to. Now I've also got this, which is a bit of it's a card that I stamped all the different sort of stamps with different sayings that I've got onto there. So I'm using those as well. So really happy to be using up an assortment of bits and pieces. And look, they're very simple. There's not a lot to them. The idea is that you make them quickly and you know, you can have a whole stack of them there. Just for when you need one, you can grab one. Okay. Alright, so basically very simple. I mean, you don't have to have obviously these sort of things. You can add whatever you like. The important part, I guess, is that you're using up some stuff, especially some scrap bits, some small bits, and you're putting a message on that's appropriate for whomever you're going to give the bag to. So I've got some sort of positive ones. Believe in yourself, beauty blooms, just because, have a sunshine day. You know, any of those stamps that you've got that you may not use a lot, but will make, you know, look, anyone who receives that will be, oh wow, someone's actually thought of me, you know. It's not a big thing, but sometimes it's just those little things that can cheer a person up. So I thought I'd make a whole bunch of them and see how I go. Now I'm just looking through the bonsais. Most of them, of course, are green, which is fine. That's a very large one, but I think I like it. So just some scrap little bits of paper, and you will notice I have a tendency to always stick them in the same sort of spot. I do, I guess, have a bit of a formula, and to me, that's how I like it that way. Some people might have it on the other side, some would prefer it on the bottom, but generally speaking, that's how I seem to like things. It's, I guess, a preference thing. Now, so I'm just going to work through a few of these. Let me see. I've been trying to use this little scrap paper up for a while now. Just adds a little bit of colour. And I'm not being too particular. I think that looks pretty. And because there's pink there, I might actually pop that as a backing there. And it just I'm trying to brighten up the green tree, give it a little bit more colour. Let's try a different one. Maybe straight across the bottom. Okay, I don't mind that actually. Yep, I'm going to go with that. Not trying really hard not to fuss too much with it. And what I'm doing is I'm just edging the bits of paper with the coloured stamps, so that gives a little bit of brightness as well. And also the bag itself. So just run the edge along the stamp pad, just gives a little bit more colour. Great for also for those people who are not into vintage stuff too. Not everybody likes vintage stuff, particularly younger people I don't think really are into the vintage. I know a lot of my family sort of look at me and go, why are you doing it in vintage or like old stuff? I was like, well, I kind of like that look at the moment. They look at me strangely. Now taking a punt where the glue ends there. Alright, so how did I have it? So look, just sticking them down. I just thought it was a cute idea, a good way of using up some things that aren't necessarily vintage. You know, and the bags themselves, they're cheap to buy. They'd also make good little pockets and things for journals too, if you've got a non-vintage journal. Of course you could coffee dye them and make them vintage. But for me the purpose was more to send them away, give them to people. Also we have at work, we have I'm not sure what you call them, like a pigeonhole at where we can put our own personal things, and any packages or anything that are delivered to us, they're popped in there as well. You could, you know, make a few of these and pop them in for some of your work colleagues who, you know, might be feeling a little bit down or a little bit you know, need cheering up, or even, you know, as a thank you, or even as just a small birthday gift, you know, anything like that. And it looks like you've gone to a little bit of trouble as well. And everybody likes to think that somebody's gone to a little bit of trouble for them. And if you're not too fussy, they don't take long to make either. And that's one of the things I do like about them. And as I said, if you have a, you know, sit there one day, make a, you know, a collection of them, just have them ready on standby. I'm just wondering if this is the wrong sort of yellow. Might be, yeah, I won't. Yeah. And then you can grab some in the morning on your way out the door, and I mean, pop a little note in them too, a little note card. Or, you know, as I said, chocolate or something like that. And let's face it, we all like to receive a little something. And of course you could make them a lot bigger for Happy Mail. Or even don't make them bigger for Happy Mail, just make a whole bunch of small ones and send them out. You know, just pop a couple of little things in there. Just a couple of ATCs or something like that even. Anything like that. But it's just a quick little way of using up some of your bits and pieces. If you've got a whole bunch of flowers or something that you've cut out from a book, pop them in. Have a little saying on them, and there you go. Very quick, very simple. Let's have a look. Some of these are a little bit big. Oh, I like this pink one. Okay. Let's see, just because, why not? And we need some pink. Yep. And we have some washi here that we could possibly use. Yep, okay. And I'm trying not to be too fussy about it. Really not. Yep, pink, pink. It's quite a miserable sort of a day outside. It's windy. We are still in summer. When I'm recording this, we're still in summer, but it's very windy and a bit drab looking outside. It was raining this morning, which you know, is good anyway. We all need rain no matter where we are. But in summer you kind of don't want too much rain. Oops. There we go, another one. So they don't take long, and as I said, you can use any images or any bits of paper, anything like that that you do have. Let's see, we've got 2 statements still left and a whole sheet to go. I'd like to use something with a bit of blue. So perhaps not a green tree. Oh, what's this one? This is quite a light one. Quite like that one with a bit of blue. Yep, I think we'll do that. I might do some washi. So similar to the other one. One's a bit big, I might put that one, I think, with a little bit of a border. Yep. Oops, where did I do some? It's nice to get to use some of these little ink pads that I've got too. Have quite a few of them and hardly ever use them. In fact, some of them I would say I've never used. You know, you get them in a pack sometimes, and like I know I've bought packs for a particular reason because I wanted a certain colour, and the rest never used. So it's nice to be able to use them actually. hope I've left enough room actually. Rats need to move it over a little bit. Let's see if I can. That's better, I think. Yeah, I like that better. So another one. Alright, I might just set the rest to music and keep going for a little while. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that I've inspired you to grab out some of your bits and pieces and make some little bags to Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. I will put some photographs of them at the end of the video. Thank you. Bye for now.